Now Mike Mansfield cues the music of Bo Diddley in concert.
Camera one, and cue the opening titles. Music.
Who do you love? 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 Who do you love?
Hello and welcome to Cue the Music. Tonight the music comes from Bo Diddley, and what a show that's going to be. The show's called I Don't Sound Like Nobody, and it comes from the Carlson Club, Stockholm in Sweden. From time to time in tonight's programme, we go backstage with Diddley. He gives us an insight into the way he ticks and into the history and the origins of his style. Bo was born Ellis Bates in the late 20s in Macomb, Mississippi, USA. Later, his name changed to McDaniel because he was adopted by a cousin on his mother's side. Raised on the south side of Chicago, he started his career playing drums, but found out early on that his forte was blues guitar. Since school days, he enjoyed busking on street corners and eventually got a gig at the 708 Club. He ended up with the nickname Bo Diddley whilst training as a Golden Gloves boxer. Don't ask me why.
Don't ask him why!
Same Man became his biggest hit in October 1959, going up to number 20 in America. As one of the innovators in modern blues rock, Bo was asked by the Everly Brothers to support them and the Rolling Stones on their UK tour in 1963. Bo Diddley, the icon of many a band at that time, was heavily rated by the Stones, and they dropped all of his songs from their running order out of respect for this living legend. They didn't want to play them with Bo on the bill. To this day, his influence cannot be exaggerated. He's a master of improvisation and is known to change each and every song a little during his live act. His band have to be really on their toes because they never know what surprises may be in store. That's the joy of his live act. Always full of surprises, and not just for the punters. That Everly Brothers Stones tour really exposed him to a much younger, different audience, and he started to achieve major chart success with Pretty Thing and the album Bo Diddley. In 1964, with the great Chuck Berry, Bo made the album Two Great Guitars, which is one of the all-time yet to be bettered jams. Later, with Muddy Waters and Little Walter, he recorded another whopper of an album, Super Blues Band. At the '69 Toronto Rock and Roll Revival concert, Bo appeared alongside Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, Chuck Berry, John Lennon, and the Plastic Ono Band. What a lineup that was.
What a lineup.
On the London Bo Diddley sessions, he recorded with various British musicians, including the fab former ELO wizard Roy Wood. In the mid-70s, he still maintained a heavy work schedule and was picked up by RCA, making the album the 20th anniversary of rock and roll.
Going on a bit.
If you look through his career, you always find him working with the contemporary acts of the day. For instance, he opened for The Clash on their first US tour, and he teamed up with X-Faces and Stone Ronnie Wood in '88 at the Ritz in New York for a live album. What a rock and roller. So, enjoy one of the legends of R&B, the one and only Bo Diddley.
yeah, oh yeah, come on. Hey, come on now. Ooh, on now. Hey, 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 yeah, come on now. Ooh, on now. Ain't nobody love you like I do. On now. You're the one that you be true. On now. And I love you, yes I do. On now. You're the one that you be true. On now. Hey. On now. On now.
My beat is something that I stumbled upon by accident, you know, because I figured something more could be done with the guitar than what was being done. And you had 6 strings there and a long fingerboard, you know, and I figured there was a whole lot more could come out of it than just what was happening. So I was beating around and I struck up on this ding, 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 you know, and I put it on the guitar.
Oh, little bunny baby diamond ring. If that diamond ring don't shine, then he gon' take it to a private eye. If that private eye can't see, baby, I'll take the ring from me.
I wanted to be a drummer. And somehow or another, I couldn't make this drum thing work because the left hand tried to do what the right one was doing, the right one would try to do what the left one was doing, and it just didn't come out right, you know. So I picked up the guitar by playing the violin, which gave me that split ability to think in 2 or 3 different ways at once, but up here. So I just dropped it down here. But when I dropped it this way, it went kapoof. Looked like something got out of gear.
Most come to my house from black and bone. Take my baby away from home. Loving at the mojo where you been. Come to your house and gone again. Oh, little Lord, little have you heard? My pretty baby said she was burned. Come on, y'all.
kids gave it to me in grammar school, and I don't know why they started calling me Bo Diddley. But I used it, and I'm still using it 32 years later, even way before that, you know. And I used to use it when I used to fight. Usually if somebody called me Ellis, I won't even answer, you know, because, you know, that's my real name, you know, it's Ellis McDaniel. And I'll look and say, damn, somebody said, huh? You know. Most of the time people don't even know my real name, but here lately they've been finding it out, you know. Somebody in the audience holler, hey, Ellis! You know, I'll look at some guy else and says, ha, you know. It feels good.
Oh, yeah!
Bo Diddley, and that's why he's a living legend. I'm glad he gave up boxing. Now, cue the question, and I'll give you a clue hidden in the question. The time, 1973. In which good rock and roll movie did Bo Diddley feature with Bill Haley, Fats Domino, and Little Richard? Was it A, Let the Good Times Roll, B, Twisting the Night Away, or C, Let's Rock? Join me after the break for the answer. Hello and welcome back to Cue the Music. Well, just before the break, I asked you in which movie Bo Diddley featured with Bill Haley, Fats Domino, and Little Richard. Well, it was Let the Good Times Roll. Simple, isn't it?
Bo.
Roll over, Bo.
I got a baby that's
Lady Bo here, I've known her since she was about 16, 17 years old. And I coached and taught her to play, you know, and helped to, she was playing a little bit, but she wanted to play like me.
I met him in '58 in New York, and he was playing at the Apollo Theater, and I ran into him on the outside when he was on a break. I had a guitar with me. I was playing a little, and he wanted to know, did I play it? I said, yeah. Why? Who are you? You know, in the middle of New York City, you know, this guy is talking to you.
I let her hang around and she picked up what she could, and she knows every move I make. She is the only one that knows the original ways.
Girl, I wanna meet your mama and dad. Little girl, I wanna meet your mama and dad. But now you know, pretty baby, a little boy like me can't be too bad. Everybody clap your hands.
black neighborhoods, it used to be what we call signifying. You know what I mean? You talk about me and I talk about you. You know what I mean? Up until it got so bad till I didn't have nothing else to say. And then if I was a bad loser, then we fight. See, because somebody would say something that the other couldn't top, and somebody would get mad. A bad loser. You know how a bad loser is? He want to win all your money, but if you win into his, then he wants to hit you with a pipe or something. You know what I mean? So this is what it was. It was called signifying. And I heard some little bitty kids, man, out the window talking about each other like dogs. I mean, and talking about their parents and everything. And you know, little bitty guys. And I got up, I opened the window and I looked out. The melody is what caught me. The way that they had it going. And then they said, and I added the "Who Do You Love," you know, in it. You know what I'm saying? And clean up a couple of the verses. I only memorized one or two lines that they said. Oh, the tombstone hand, the graveyard mine. You know, it just 22 in her is mine. You know what I'm saying? See, I changed it to something else. Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? I walk 47 miles of barbed wire. You can go with sing fun necktie. Got a brand new house on the roadside. 80 pounds, sing high. You don't hand the graveyard mine. Just 22 and I don't mind dying. Who do you love? 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 I rode around town in a rattlesnake whip. Take it easy, honey, don't give me no lip. Who do you love? 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 Now who do you love? Who do you love? Woo!
Bo Diddley, Fast and Furious. Very street cred. Right, now here's a pop teaser. It's cue the question time. In 1960, Bo Diddley recorded a much-covered song, the title of which is the same as one of my favourite cartoon characters. What was it called? See you after the break.
Right.
Hello and welcome back to Cue the Music with Bo Diddley. Before the break, I asked you which Bo Diddley song is also a famous cartoon character. Well, it's not Donald Duck or even Bugs Bunny.
What is it then?
It's Fast and Furious. Yes, there is a clue there. It's Roadrunner. Now then, cue the music, Bo.
You bugging me. You bugging me. Hey!
He does exactly what he wants to do when he wants to do it, at the time he feels like doing it, as long as he feels like doing it. So every night, the same songs are totally different. It's almost like playing in a free-form jazz band or something, you know, an avant-garde rock and roll band or something. You know, I just never know what's going to happen. So it's all real improv and spontaneous.
She was home.
I think it's great, you know. I I'm just worried about if there's anything left after he's done playing. You know, that's the hardest part. Gathering all the drums back up.
Run, 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 Diddley Daddy, run, run. Run, 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 Diddley Daddy, run, run. Run, 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 Diddley Daddy, run, run. Run, 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 Diddley Daddy, run, run, run. Oh, Diddley!
I think what I'm doing was meant for me to do. You know what I mean? And if I had went to school and went on through into college and all this, I might have been a doctor or a carpenter or a mechanic or something like this, and there wouldn't have been a Bo Diddley. But eventually somebody would have changed the music. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. I gotta go.